Alright guys, I got a big mess here in my front yard, but we're just testing this before we take it to the new location. Alright, so the first piece we're going to cut is going to be 30 inches. Alright guys, let's check out arccaptain.com. This is where I get my welders, plasma cutters, grinders, accessories, you name it, for my DIY videos. And October 17th to the 31st, there's going to be some promotions going on, some flash sales, which are going to be up to 50% off. Now they're going to have some deals where you buy a welder and you get free accessories or consumables, welding caps, you name it. But a cool thing that I just saw right now is the amount of new accessories added to the store here. Alright, so now we're going to cut the all thread, and I'm going to cut it flush here with the unistrut. Alright guys, so I might see if I can slow down a bit. There is a motor controller or a speed controller that was about $4, and all I know is I need a lot of amperage. My 2.5 amp 12 volt power supply is just not large enough or powerful enough. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to slide this hole in through here. That. Now we need another bone. There we go. Alright, so I got one of the skeletons mounted, and I used some self-tapping screws and one of these end caps. As you can see, I screwed it into the EMT pipe here. Use some 3/4 inch PVC, a T, some 4 or 4.5 inch sections of PVC, and here I made a hole into the spine, just enough to get that piece of pipe in there. And there's threads on this pipe, so I used a 3/4 inch with female threads and a 3/4 inch slip here on the back side. And I'm gonna do one more on the other side, and we should be good. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this project, and we're just here currently testing in the front yard to make sure everything's working the way it should. A little bit about the project. It's about 10 feet in length. Height wise, about 5 to 6 feet. You know, was the skeleton sitting up there and their hats and whatnot. This box here is made of foam, was a metal angle iron interior from a bed frame. The front tombstone was $7. These smaller ones are $1.50 from a Dollar Tree. This right here used to have paper on the outside. It's about a 3/16 to a 1/4 inch foam. I used some acrylic paint and some other cheap paint from the dollar store. These bones here Same thing, $1.50 or $1.25. Same thing with the skulls. The skeletons were about $27 at Walmart. That's an old costume. The motor for the wiper motor was about $27 on eBay. And then miscellaneous hardware. As you can see, I put the lug nuts on here. That way the shaft stays centered and true to this arm here. Other than that, it's pretty good. Cheap little project. And if you want, you can put a PIR sensor on here where it triggers by heat, movement, and it'll run this for about a minute. You know, there's some with different timers, but the ones I'm looking at, they run on 12 volts. And once they power up, they'll stay on for about 60 seconds or a minute. And that'll be a nice little attachment to put on there. And I think that's pretty much it for this. Took me about 3 days. You know, now we're here, 30 minutes there, another partial day here. Hopefully y'all enjoy the video.